All right, we're live for the University of Maryland versus Virginia Tech. This should be the game of the day on day one of Mid-Atlantic Regionals. Ben Mertens with Chris Champino on the call. What are we looking for, Chris?
Maryland's going to look to really overpower with just pure athleticism. I think Virginia Tech's going to have to slow the game down a little bit and really work beaters into the game, both on offense and defensive sides.
And Tech is, of course, missing Justin Kramer. He's on the sidelines coaching, but broke his jaw at a previous tournament, is out for regionals. Without a doubt, their best qualifier. Maryland's going to win the rush. Maggie's not going to be able to take him down, and he shoots, and goal rush is good. Head ref agrees. 1-0, Maryland in the lead. That was
a big rush. That's Lou.
No, that's Caleb.
Yeah.
66, right? Yeah, Caleb McConnon. I know someone's wearing Emily Camardo's jersey.
Right,
so
they've mixed a couple jerseys in.
Yeah. All right, Tech's coming up. Maggie Dotson ball, and that's one of the things Tech does that not a lot of teams in this region do, is have a female chaser as the lead ball carrier, and she is well equipped for the task. Tech's also got bludger control. Van Buren looking
I think Maggie has probably the best field awareness of the not Maryland teams in the ball
Sheridan's going to look
handles.
to push right away, dodges a beat. Still one bludger in the play. He's got a deep pass if he wants it.
Sheridan is definitely going to be the ball
Brings it to Mac in the middle. And 5. Another beat misses, and that's going to be a dunk. 2-0 Maryland.
Mac Truck putting in work.
And this is definitely Maryland's biggest test of day one, but so far they are handling Tech. Let's see if Tech can put together a better offense here. Bludger control back to Maryland.
I think this Maryland first line is going to run away with the score, and then it'll be up to Virginia Tech to kind of reel them back in.
Tech
into the
also
deeper
plays
lines.
their first line for about 14 minutes or so in most games. They really trust the first line, but not a lot of their depth, who tends to be on the young side. Van Buren's beat out. Nice beat. Got Heather Farnan, number 8. He's going to take his one reset. Tech uses their one reset. Great play. Zane Bailey is still on him.
Aggressive
And he beats him in his own zone.
Sheridan's there to pick up the ball.
He's got a lane to the hoop. He's got it. 3-0 Maryland.
He's too quick. That's a USA developmental player.
One of the best players and of any age on the Washington Admirals this summer. Plays well beyond his age. I believe this is his senior year at Maryland. It could be his junior year.
I think he's still got a year left at Maryland.
Ethan White's ball handling for Virginia Tech now. Zane Bailey recovers the bludger.
Good catch.
But Van Buren's going to captain hold. Let's see if he can drive
Sheridan
in.
on the trail. Pass
Good
through
pass.
the zone.
He got
It's
it
a
through.
goal.
And they're going to say he got off in time. Tech gets their first goal of the game. Great passing.
Matt coming up fast with the ball.
Matt countering the other way. Heather Farnan in their zone. Takes out Tech's beater. The beat misses. Max should have a dunk here. He does.
He does.
4-1. You hate the morale killer when your team scores and the other team just picks it up and runs it down your throat. The worst feeling in Quidditch. That was Sean Malone, and Mac Morgan was able to answer very easily. Brother control of Maryland now. Tech about to cross midfield for the first time. Van Buren is playing deep or rather high. He's very, very nervous about Zane. And Zane shows you why. Jumps over the beat, then takes Van Buren out. And Tech is going to have to use their one reset. Heather Farnan pursuing into the keeper zone. She is going to drop back. Tech's one reset has been used.
Farnan, a legacy player at Maryland.
That's right. Her older brother, Dale Farnan, was for years their starting keeper, one of the best players on the team, captain for a season, and one of the best players in the history of the Mid-Atlantic, I would say.
I would agree.
Tech countering after that reset, bringing it back across half court. Tech's really only had one chance to really set up an offense. Otherwise, the beaters have just been overpowered, and they can't really get into Maryland's zone. Zane Bailey is beat
almost had the catch.
Heather Farnan, smart throwback, and Maryland's going to retain control. Tech has no beaters, and Bailey's going to push again. Keeper knows he has no reset, chucks it
Suicide
deep.
pass, almost made it.
Mac Morgan recovers. And Morgan's looking to push again. And, great tip.
Great block.
Jarek Nipple-Rather is going to recover and put it through. Heather Farnan does not like this call. It's going to be a bludger turnover to Tech. I guess they're saying it did not affect play, so the goalie's going to stand. 5-1 Maryland. And I don't think Virginia Tech knows that there's a bludger just sitting here with their name on. Okay, here they come.
Ian, the current score is Maryland 5, and I believe
Just
Virginia Tech
Tech
1. There's a water bottle, unfortunately, sitting right in front of the Virginia Tech
And here
score.
comes number 6 for Maryland. One bludger still in the play. Sheridan's got the pass.
Pass
Jarek Nipple
over.
on a line. Good wrap, but Nipple's going to finish anyways. That makes it 6-1 Maryland.
score is now 6-1 Maryland. Maryland is just bodying out Virginia Tech in all aspects right now.
And it's actually been the beaters that are causing it. Tech really can't get into their offense because Zane Bailey has just dominated the beating game with an assist from his partner, Heather Farnan.
Maryland has always had good beaters, but I think
take
this
that back.
year,
That's Abby Potter, not Heather Farnan.
I think this year they've relied a lot on Sheridan, and this game is definitely going back to old Maryland, where the beaters just kind of rule the roost.
Yeah, that is Heather Farnan. I just can't read these numbers. That's Heather Farnan in a beater.
I was going to say, I just talked to her. I'm pretty
that's
sure
her.
That's
Abby's
baby
in a
Farnan.
chaser. They should be easier. Maryland has their jerseys on, or the numbers on the front of the jerseys and the back, which most teams don't. But I
actually really enjoy that.
Tech's taking a timeout. They're already down 6-1, and they just really can't get into their offense because Zane Valley has been just crushing their beaters, blocking, dodging, beating them out, winning the exchanges, and it's hard for Tech to even set up an offense. They had one nice sequence where they completed 4 passes and got a rim shot goal off of it. Otherwise, just nothing.
We are having Grace find out game time for us, so I don't have to yell into the phone. 4:55.
We're at about the 5-minute mark, 4:55, and again, Maryland already in control of this game. Let's see if Tech has a counter out of the timeout.
I don't know what kind of message it sends to Maryland that Virginia Tech, not even 5 minutes in, had to use their timeout.
I think it makes you very confident with Maryland, but Maryland probably doesn't need that help. They always come in as the most confident team at regionals. With reason, they are the 3-time defending champion.
They are the most winning team in regionals history in the USQ.
And probably the winningest team in Mid-Atlantic history.
I would say so. They'd have 4. Losing only to Villanova.
At regionals? They've lost to Villanova the once
DCQC and then
the
DCQC. Once. And then the rest have been all Maryland. Jarek Nibble passed out to Sheridan.
And Sheridan should have an easy bucket here. Yep. Hard to stop John Sheridan in the open field. And once again, we just saw Maryland's beaters completely overpower Virginia Tech's beaters and are able to force yet another turnover. 7-1.
We're still early in this game, but right now, man of the match goes to Zane.
Hard to argue with that. This is one of the best games I've seen him have. Him in what most here assume is going to be the finals matchup tomorrow against the University of Virginia. Larger control to Maryland. Tech bringing it across half. Maggie Dodson trying to direct something for this offense, giving advice to her keeper.
Maggie going deep behind hoops early. She was behind hoops before the ball crossed midfield. They whip it out to the left.
And Tech's going to lose their bludgers again. Put your fist up. Good.
Sheridan
Tech
up
at
on
least lost
point.
one being their play. Tech's problems are not even getting their fist up in time before getting beat out by Maryland.
That could have been a reset. It was close.
I think Sheridan dodged that. Yep. And Valley gets him in the back. They're going to say he got the pass
Maggie's
off.
got the ball off.
Ooh, Maggie gets a pass off, but
Couldn't get.
And that's going to be another turnover for Maryland.
Couldn't get the arm free.
I think the most frustrating thing for Tech has to be not just that you're down. The only time you scored was also the only shot you've gotten this entire game. Every other possession has ended in a turnover. Mike Sindahl in with the second line for Maryland. Beaters, we've got, of course, Ryan Pirtle in his 5th year with the team. And that's a
senior out here.
Sindahl dishes it off. Good spin move. He's got space. He's got the pass. Just a little too high.
Over the top.
And Tech is going to get the stop there. And as Caleb McConnon, who was trying to hit his teammate there, just overthrew her just
as we
a
mentioned
bit.
earlier, this weekend's been kind of an abnormal weekend for Mid-Atlantic regionals with decent weather. It is
a balmy 45 degrees out. That's true.
It's not winds. There's no sleet.
Bludger control still with Maryland as it's been for almost the entire game. Tech bringing it down the left wing. Tech is very just stagnant right now. They're not even able to start. They need their chasers to move around. They need their beaters to try to create something here, because you're not just going to be able to drive into Maryland with 2 bludgers.
Michael Porter, yes, the score right now is 70-10 Maryland. Pearl gets shoelace beat.
And
still regains the bludger.
Stripped, but recovered it. And Pearl misses a beat.
He's still there.
Tech special scored. Dunked. Wow. So his attempted pass got deflected, but he recovered it and managed to get through the tight battle here. And dunk.
Pirtle gets thrown.
And we're going to get a stoppage related to the beater play. Brutal beater sequence, and Ryan Pirtle's yelling.
From
With
here,
justification, I would say.
From here, it looked like he was all over the neck and played after beat, but we'll wait to see what the rest call is.
That was Ethan White for Virginia Tech who got their goal to make the score 70-20, 7-2. Refs discussing a possible beater foul.
The possible beater foul is going to be on Kevin Floorman on Pirtle. The Pirtle.
Oh.
Pirtle's a little upset right now.
I can't tell what the call is going to be.
We're still looking. Head ref is looking for a number. It's going to be a card.
It's going to be double yellows on Pirtle and Florian for Tech. So both teams are going to be down a beater.
Ref, what are the penalties? Virginia Tech net.
Through an elbow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Net contact on the Virginia Tech beater. Ryan Pirtle responded with an elbow, which also earned him a yellow card. So both beaters will be in the box.
But in the squared circle, that could get you a title belt. We do have two bludgers.
So Mike Sindall's got it down here on the left wing, deep in Virginia Tech territory.
Number 0 from Maryland.
Whose name I should know because I've hung out with her before. Amanda Hopkins. Sorry, Amanda. That's Amanda Hopkins, still in a beater for Maryland. Both Virginia Tech and Maryland are down to just their female beaters, with both male beaters in the box. Mike Sindall's got the ball deep on left wing. I think the refs are discussing if there should be a call to her. It shouldn't because both beaters are in the box. So that should offset. And yep, Sindall's still going to have the quaffle on the left wing.
And Amanda should be able to hold both bludgers here.
You're basically just playing against one bludger, which you've done most of this game. The difference is your beers just aren't going to run in aggressively to set it up since you only have one of them. And Sindall gets brought down. Nice tackle.
13 was beat and continued the tackle. There is an arm
pass
up.
Off, gets the shot up before the beat. That's going to be a goal for Maryland.
Way to take that.
Sindall, who scored that? No, what's his name? Ooh!
Sindall unsure of his own player's
from Maryland
name.
Scored, not sure on last name because his own teammate does not know his last name.
Hate to see it, but it was a beautiful shot. The goal is good. They're not going to take it away from him.
Oh, it's okay. He's on here just without his number. It's Andrew. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Legalupi? Legalupi.
Andrew scored.
Well, he scored. The score's at 80-20. Maryland in the lead. That's going to get Tech's beater on the box. And Amanda Hopkins just threw her bludger away. So Tech actually has a chance to press here if they can beat her out because Purcell in the box. And he whiffs on the beat. But she throws hers. Right. He's got space if he wants to take it, if he can get through that Maryland chaser line. And... Ooh, and another great hit.
That might be a high hit.
That was going to draw a foul call. So Maryland get this stop, but that's almost certainly going to be a yellow card.
We'll turn away until we can confirm that everybody's going to get up under their own power.
That was a tough hit on Ethan White, Virginia Tech's keeper, by Maryland's Caleb McConnell, and I think he got him on the neck. Came in a little high. As Ethan White was ducking into it, that's a hard situation.
Melissa Smith, former Maryland player, has joined us in the stream.
Hi, Melissa. They look good without you.
Ooh. Ben said it.
I mean, they looked good with her, too, but they're doing well with. No, Maryland lost her, Dale Farnan, Ben Wong, Lauren Dyke.
You guys did lose
They lost several players last year who were on their first line or, their second line. They're playing almost as much as their first line.
That has no follow-up.
Once again, find themselves on top of the region. It's every single year.
Maryland, for as long as I can remember, since 2012, their second line has no skill fall-off from their first line. Mm-hmm. It's an extension of the first line. In almost every aspect of the game.
The only thing with this second line is that it's a little slimmer than the first line with Sindall at keeper. Caleb McConnell, number 66, is skinny, but obviously, as you saw there, can lay a good hit. They're a little thinner, but hasn't stopped them from putting up goals so far against Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech has had a lot of chances in the keeper zone. They're moving horizontally along the hoops instead of making vertical moves up towards the hoop and causing the zone to crash in.
We got to be close to 8 or 9 minutes now, and that is going to be a yellow card on number 66, as we suspected.
Do we have game time?
So Caleb White's going to have the ball at about the keeper zone line. Maryland will still have Amanda Hopkins, and with her bludger right next to him. He could probably try to shoot it if he wants to, but I think he's going to pull it out.
The shot goes high. Melissa's in the comments just roasting her former teammate in Burrow.
Amanda Hopkins got beat while she had her fist up. She was going to get the stand to play, and Tech did miss the shot, so Maryland is still up 80-20. Mike Sindall slow walking up. Ryan Pirtle is back on the field. Ryan Pearl is yelling at the ref. His entire bench is yelling at him to put his mouth guard in and just go claim the bludger.
He's speaking very clearly for somebody with a mouth guard in.
That's the power of the Sisu mouth guard.
Hashtag sponsor us.
Ryan Pearl managed to get his bludger back a little ways, and Amanda is going to recover it. And Maryland managed to not cross half during that entire sequence. Great stall tactics by Mike Sindall. Pardo clears out the point defender, and now Maryland can actually try to get into their offense and extend this lead.
It seems like the refs are having miscommunication between some. One is calling clear, one is calling beat, so the players aren't sure who they're following. Do they follow the closer one or the one that benefits them?
Pardo beats out the point, gets taken out.
Sindall's
got to drive. He's a good shooter, but he gets wrapped. Good defense by Caleb White. Sindall shot is a little high. Maggie Dotson fields it, and Tech is going to come up with the rebound and get the stop there. So still 80-20. Tech has a chance to press if they want it. And this is Tech's problem. They just aren't able to split this defense. Good pass. Sindall takes it away.
I don't think with Sindall in the green, you can take those shots outside the zone.
I think he was trying to shoot, and he just put it over the top. And then he had Maggie Dotson there as a pass, but Sindall just took it away. So either it was a bad pass or it was a shot attempt that just went off. So we'll credit that as a missed shot attempt. He almost had it.
Vanessa now in as beater.
Maryland's third beater group is in. This is a beater group that they sometimes don't put in against teams when it's a tight game, but they clearly feel in control of this game, or just later in the season they're willing to put that third line in. Haven't gotten more practice time with them. We'll see. Sindall tried to go behind the back, like passing it from his right hand into his left hand, and I think just Tech just took it from his hands. Sindall was upset about something.
Tried to get fancy. Tried to do the Patty Mahomes 2 weeks ago.
I think he thinks he got hit from behind. No call. 80-20 Tech.
But back,
bludger control lies with Virginia Tech.
And the Maryland beaters, we mentioned that they don't see a lot of playtime in a lot of tight games. But I don't think it's because.
I think it speaks more of the talent of the first two lines.
I think so. It's not that they don't trust.
And Sindall gets another breakup, but he isn't able to haul it in. So Tech is going to recover it. That's going to be their one reset, but Caleb White does recover the ball. And Maryland was able to regain bludger control on defense, which is hard to do. Good aggressive play by the beaters.
Vanessa played MLQ this season, correct?
She did. And she's out there with her partner, whose name is somewhere on this sheet, number 44. Oh, I didn't put his number on here. What's his name?
Kieran. I don't know his last name.
Kieran Dorland. He forgot to put his number on the sheet. Sorry, Kieran. Great play, though. Kieran gets beat. Then Biren is going to recover the bludger. So Tech regains control. Caleb White with the pass. He is beat before. And that was one of the better offenses Tech has actually mustered because they were able to gain control and actually try to set up their passing offense. But unfortunately, they forced it into a tight corner there, and he had no chance to even pass it to his next teammate before Vanessa got him. Just not enough space to make a play there.
Kieran actually played in high school, took 2 years off in community college, but now back on the field.
Kieran,
yeah, the beard.
Nice.
Maryland
going into their third chaser line.
Number 25?
44.
The beater for Maryland.
Oh.
Scrum behind the hoops. Kristen Clay wasn't able to come up with a low pass, and Caleb White has it and can push. No beaters back, but he is going to have to break the Maryland chaser defense. And, a lot of weight. But he shrugs off one hit, and the ball gets taken out of his hand.
And Virginia Tech gets it back.
Misses, and the keeper's going to come up with it. And just nothing is going Tech's way. Even on that, a no-beat situation, they just are lacking the physicality to overpower all these strong Maryland tacklers. Another player's number isn't on here. Ball handling for Maryland.
Well, I'm getting ready to go over to the
He has a number 0.
And that's going to be another rush loops. Great pass to Noah. Noah puts it through for his first goal of the game.
With the finger
very,
roll.
very gently. And that'll make it 9-2. Maryland in total control of this game. Tech is working into their second line now. That's number 17, Drew Hopkins checking the keeper for Virginia Tech.
I'm not sure if the score speaks more to Virginia or speaks more to Maryland that they already know they have the 1
Maryland's
seed.
Going to force another turnover.
That Maryland knows they have the 1 seed, so they're going to rest for tomorrow.
I mean, Maryland being up 9-2 on what is probably the third best team in this region, speaks just to how much what the tier system, right? Where Maryland, the University of Virginia, are just so far ahead of every other college team in this region. Oh, and he got beat before. That was number 25 for Maryland.
22.
Unfortunately, wasn't it? That's Allison Stipa, number 25 for Maryland, who just got beat right before I tried to dunk that home. And the refs are discussing, I don't know if they're discussing the beat before, which was obvious if there was also a foul call they're adjudicating.
I desperately need to take my cleat tape off. Unless I'm still chuckling at your comment there.
Bludger's going to reset the tech. There was some sort of beater foul, and of course it was beat before. Deceptive fisting is going to be the call on Maryland beaters.
Which I spoke 24 hours ago. That is not the actual name of the call, but we'll call it that anyway.
Whatever the actual call is, the slang call of deceptive fisting was the call on that play, and it's going to be Bludger control 2 Virginia Tech as a result. 90-20, Virginia Tech down, but they do have the ball, and they do have Bludger control. And when they've had control, they've had a couple nice offensive sequences where they just couldn't quite put it through, but got better looks than at the start of this game when Zane Ballier was just pretty much stopping them from even getting across half field. Van Buren takes out number 44. No, he got the block, so he's still alive. Ooh, trips over his own feet. Tech can try to drive it if they want to. Yeah, 44 steal out of the play. He misses.
He missed the
That
beat.
has a no-beat situation, but they're
Has to get it to a ball handler here.
The ball to a driver. Here he comes, and Vanessa's back in the play for Maryland. The luxury of having great defensive chasers that even if you lose a Bludger for a few seconds, they can stall for long enough to prevent a goal.
Good clean tackle.
Ball on the ground. Tech is going to manage to keep a hold of it. Bludger control is still with Tech, but their beaters aren't really being too aggressive trying to take out Maryland's beaters. I think they're letting the offense get there. And here's Caleb Van Buren again. He's going to come and clear out Noah to try to give his chasers a lane. Hits his keeper behind. He puts it through.
Puts it through goal.
They're going to say beat before.
Ref deliberation here.
I believe head ref said no good on a beat before, and she's conferring with her AR and the goal refs now. Now, if goal is no good, Tech's going to be able to recover this. The ball's right next to their chasers, so they'll get the offensive rebound at least. And that near goal was Drew Hopkins, the keeper for Virginia Tech. Have a nice feed from Sean Maloney, who now has recovered the ball. Control still attack. Let's see if Caleb Van Buren can create a lane and if his chasers can actually drive it all the way to the hoop when he does. Takes out the male Maryland beater. Now we'll take out Vanessa. And now there's a driving lane if Tech can take advantage of it. They're going to say no. That looked like a duck.
Looks like it dropped the rim and went in. That was in.
Oh, they're going to give him that one. I thought the first one was through, but he's going to get it on the second one. Great offensive rebound by Virginia Tech. What's his number? 13?
Yes.
The goal went to Aaron Shum, number 13 on Virginia Tech. After their initial goal was called no good, he made a great play to recover, drive in, and get the shot off right before the beat attempt. John Sheridan back in for Maryland, so that's a good screen.
Justin Barnyard Animals is going to be our
90-30 our score. Bludger control of Virginia Tech. Quaffle with Maryland. John Sheridan running the offense.
Virginia Tech Peter caught the beat.
Ball gets poked out. Sheridan's going to inadvertently use the reset there after the ball got poked out by Tech and he swatted it back. And Tech's actually going to use their beaters to force a nice turnover there. Well done. That's probably one of the first times this game where Tech is forced a turnover rather than Maryland turning over themselves by missing a shot or taking a too ambitious pass. Good defense. Score still 90-30.
The end of his tape is
Chris Champito is announcing hurt, everybody.
I'm in desperate need of Matthew Cooper's help right now.
Virginia Tech has crossed half. Bludger control is with Maryland.
Virginia Tech
Tech's
setting
going
up
to move
a
it down the left
beater.
wing, back up top.
Maryland's going to get a one-on-one here.
Sheridan got it from. I was going to say Sean Maloney was holding John Sheridan off well. I spoke too soon. Sheridan knocks the ball out, gets the easy goal. That's why you probably just want to pass off to a teammate if John Sheridan's putting that much pressure on you. 10-3 Maryland. Seekers are out. And it probably is only a matter of time at this point.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, dude, I don't know where it is.
I mean, I like open up that, but like in that hole, you might just need to like.
Sarah Steffen and its Seeker for Virginia Tech. And of course, Big Mac himself in for Maryland.
The Mac truck himself. We're gonna try.
Caleb White swings it to Maloney. Maloney back to White.
Need all this here.
White across to the Chaser making their first appearance in this game, I believe. White passes it off. Maloney gets beat. Could not get through the keeper.
Snitch is going to be just out of frame here for a second.
And I think that's the type of play that probably results in a goal for Tech against most other teams. Maloney's probably able to overpower a lot of keepers. The other team's beater's probably not as quick, but against Maryland, it's no good.
Thing to cut tape with.
100-30 our score. We've got a stoppage for something in the Quaffle game. But 130 Maryland's ahead. Snitch on pitch. Maryland has ball control, and this game has been Maryland pretty much since Jump Street. It looks like the foul is going to be on Caleb Van Buren, the beater for Virginia Tech. Behind, did she say behind the back or neck contact?
I believe she said behind the neck.
Combination of two calls on Caleb Van Buren. Regardless, Caleb Van Buren will be headed to the box. So Tech will only have one beater in the play, and with Maryland's aggressive beaters, you have to figure they're going to try to clear out number 74 on Virginia Tech, Jessica Harris, who's without a partner, and try to get yet another goal. I think Mac Morgan just screened a Chaser as the Seeker. Inadvertently, but... Oh, he threw it right into Caleb White's hands. Or, excuse me, Ethan White's hands. And now we've got a scrum, and it looks like... it looks like Tech is going to come up with a stop, even though they only have one beater take out the beater and try to drive. Instead, they went for the early, deep pass. And we've got another stoppage. As the bench is noting, multiple Washington Admirals are on the field right now for Maryland. John Sheridan, of course, number 20. Kristen Coyley, who's blocked by the ref there, number 13. And over here, Jarek Nipple wearing number 69. And he has earned a card. Back tackle, I have no idea when that happened. I guess it was in the scrum.
And that is a nipple.
That's the second Nipple brother, correct? His older brother, Jacob, an alumni of the University of Maryland and current TCQC player.
While we do call him Little Nipple, he is quite
Not
a bit
little.
larger.
Not little.
Quite a bit larger.
Oh, his brother's taller than him, but he's girthier for sure. Not that his brother's not girthy. Play is live again. Jarek Nipple in the box for Maryland. Control still live with Maryland, and Tech is not in any hurry here, down 10-3, and hopes of a comeback are...
Asking if we're going to do the GMU UNC game next. I know that game is being live streamed. I'm not sure if
GMU UNC?
JMU UNC.
JMU,
my
yeah.
apologies. JMU. That game will be live streamed here, either by myself
by
or
Tech is going to create a lane, and
good drive into the hoops. Made the initial move to sidestep the keeper, and it just gave him just enough space to get that off-angle shot.
I don't have a number 23 on my sheet here. Sorry to whoever that is. That was a great goal. Number 23 for Virginia Tech with that goal. And that makes it 10-4. Mike Sindall back in the game for Maryland. Jarek Nipple sets a screen on the point defender. Sindall's going to try to use a speedy. It's Sheridan down low, who hands it off after trying to tackle the keeper.
But they can't stop Sindall.
Close, and Tech is going to smother him. Great no-look behind the back to Sheridan to keep it alive. And that was a little helter-skelter for Maryland, who could kind of go a little slower here, up 6 with Snitch on pitch. Sheridan uses his moves, takes a long shot that rims out. Sindall is going to recover before... Oh. And the refs are adjudicating something.
While I don't want to say Maryland's in danger of losing this game, I think Maryland in games that...
Well, Justin is just a very hard snitch to catch. Even though Maryland's been in control of this game since the jump, if they were to take their foot off the gas at all, Tech could ease back into the game just because Justin is going to last a long time as the snitch. I don't believe there was any call Yeah, no call, says head ref.
I believe in the last
Katrina Bynum.
year, I've only
Sindel
seen...
back to Nipple, who's got space now. Not going to take it because there's a beater right there. And he gets
Good
beat in the
beat.
dome. Beating his bald head. That hurts.
But
Tech is going to recover.
Justin...
Gave it to their keeper over Sindal's head. An interesting way of getting the ball back to your keeper, but it worked. So Ethan White now put in a female defensive seeker, I believe, in the hopes that can work them back into this game.
Justin generally makes it to at least the second handicap as well.
Yeah, and
There's the beat.
White had no pass option. He gets beat by Zane Baya, and John Sheridan, I'd say dodged beat, but he had no clue it was coming, but the beat missed, and Sheridan gets another goal, and Zane Baya is back in and already forcing turnovers again. Hey, tilt it back this way a little bit. You missed all the fun.
No. Actually, we are going to move back a little to make sure that we can get both Snitch and Quaffle.
11. Ethan White walking up for Tech. Tech trying to clear out the Maryland seeker before their beaters can try to work on Quaffle. Tech is in the double mail set and has not been able to get bludger control of it. Zane Bally is trying to force another turnover.
You may have also
That
noticed...
pass is going to get deep to Maggie Dotson, but the person he tried to swat to was...
And Zane is just on the ball to
And Zane
smother
Bally
any
is just
opportunity.
all over this field. One of the fastest beaters at the college level you'll see. Jarek Nibble passes to Sheridan, who can't
Quite corral it.
managed to
Scored
pick it up off
from
the ground after it got
his...
knocked out and put it through.
Scored from his wallet.
Not the best pass I'll ever see, but a great finish by John Sheridan.
Kevin Long, how do we get to view the JMU-UNC game? I believe Toby will also be live streaming, so we will be on the 8th Man Facebook page.
If whoever's on the 8th man, they can bump our stream off if they want to. This game is close to over. I believe Justin Bernard is putting on a different pair of snitch shorts.
You may have also noticed Justin is one of the few snitches now, I feel. Myself, Justin, and a couple of the other longer-term snitches don't trust defensive seekers.
Well, beyond that, we'll just pull the brim out of the defensive seeker.
Taking as many opportunities as we can to kind of dismount them, make them work.
Well, that's what you should do as a snitch, right? Because it'd be kind of biased to just let
them sit
do
there.
What they want, for sure. Yeah, Justin is certainly one of the best snitches in the Mid-Atlantic region, or really in the country. He's snitched games at high levels in MLQ and USQ. But unfortunately, right now, he cannot find the right pair of shorts, which gives us a stall in the action with the score 12-4.
We're going through a little short
difficulties,
identity crisis. Where's Quick?
Bernard's got a new pair of shorts. The game is going to resume. The score is
They're a
Maryland
little
12,
brighter.
Virginia Tech
He puts his
4.
backwards hat on like Ash Ketchum from 1999 Pokemon.
Kind of looks like Ash Ketchum, too, except for the gray in his beard because Ash Ketchum's 10 years old.
Forever. Ash Ketchum did win a Pokemon League championship, though.
Took him 23 years. And Virginia Tech is back in, down 12-4. Ethan White walking the ball up. Control lies with Maryland in both the bludger game and really in this game as a whole.
For those trying to watch Snitch Game will almost always be in the edges of the screen as we are watching.
I think that was a long shot, but it might have been a deep pass time. Either way, it was over his teammates.
Way
That's gonna be a
off bounds. We're going to go back to Snitch Game. And Maryland Seeker just ran through the Virginia Tech
Seeker. I think you see a little
Seeker.
frustration in Tech in that the stuff they do against every other team just doesn't work against Maryland because Maryland is just on a different level from almost every other team in the Atlantic. Tech is, the third or fourth best college team in the region and just can't even keep it close with Maryland. Again, lacking Justin Kramer, probably their best chaser and point defender due to his broken jaw that he suffered last month.
And a test some inconsistent teams in there to last the ages. Villanova was a big power. They disappeared. UNC became a big power. They disappeared. GMU had a big run. They kind of fell off. Maryland
it's always been Maryland.
Although
it's now been the University of Virginia as that kind of other elite team this will be the third straight year that's been the case, I would say. And they seem to be building a little bit of a dynasty of their own, although they'd love to finally win a regional championship tomorrow against this Maryland team. Deep pass is going to go over the female chaser's head and go off the hard boundary. Maryland seems a little less interested to their hotel and fall asleep and get ready for day 2 at this point. Who can blame them? Up 80 on what should have been the toughest game of pool play for them.
Spectators asking Justin if it hurts him physically to be this good. I would say yes.
Number 10 in at Seeker for Maryland. His last name is apparently Cox, but that might just be someone else's jersey. Ball going behind the hoops to Maggie Dotson. Gets the pass back to number 1. Swings it back to White, top of the play. Zane Bailey was there and just missed. None of the Tech players saw him. And now White's going to take. Tech should be able to recover the rebound. No, but went off the boundary.
We're going to go back to Snitch. She gets right in between. He just lets her walk in.
Granted to Virginia Tech's defensive seekers who are doing their best to keep Maryland out of there, but they're fighting a losing battle. Maryland is, well, as long as Zane Bailey's in the game, Maryland has just completely dominated the beater game. Really, the second line, aside from Ryan Pirtle's card, the second group of Ryan Pirtle and Amanda Hopkins also dominated control. It was only when that third beater group came in that Tech was able to achieve anything resembling parity in the beater game. Mac Morgan's got a driving lane, but a good wrap, and that's something you don't see every day. Mac Morgan getting tackled, but the person
and handling this seeker.
Number 27 now with the ball for Maryland. You got a nice block.
Baby Farnan back in.
He swings it off to Jarek Nipple, who gets beat in the back. And it's not going to be a turnover because Maryland's beaters are just standing over the ball. And Mac Morton's got a lane now, and he's going to get that one.
And
another
drives
goal
in.
for Maryland. They'll make it 13-4.
Just
Mac
drives
Morgan
in like the Mack truck he is.
I think Sheridan is probably their leading scorer in this game, but Morgan's a close number 2, and it's just hard to tackle either of those guys in the open fields. And with Maryland's great beater play, they get a lot of open field. That's got an opportunity to push in, but again, they've just struggled to get through the Maryland, and he just threw that pass away to no one. And again, these Maryland point defenders and wing defenders as well are just too hard to get through for a lot of these Tech ball
That throw
handlers,
looked a
even in
lot
no
like
bludger situations.
That throw looked a lot like Jameis Winston against Oregon in that college playoff.
Very topical references that happened, 5 years ago?
Hey, Oregon is relevant again. Kind of. Justin
Ball
said,
eyes
I don't
with
need
Maryland.
a hat to do this.
Control eyes with Tech. Zane Bailey and with Vanessa now. 2 Washington Admirals this summer and 2 longtime Maryland players. Balia nicked him on the shoulder. Van Buren tried to beat Morgan. Morgan blocked it, and now Max should have another driving lane and yet another, not quite a dunk. He actually let go of it a couple of feet early and it barely skimmed in, but it did skim in.
An update.
I think that's 4 for Morgan.
An update to the JMU UNC game. I will be live streaming onto the 8th Man page the JMU UNC game.
Which field is that on? Over there looks like VCU. So
I have to pull up my schedule to look at that, but that means I have to stop live streaming to do that.
No, that's fair.
Justin doesn't even look tired, and he looks completely
Oh,
unamused.
and that's going to be another turnover to Maryland. Ill-advised pass got picked off. Oh, he got beat in the back, though.
I don't think he ever saw that beater
Ball
there.
rolled back to Mac Morgan. Now Van Buren's out of the play, so Mac can run again if he wants to. Van Buren's trying to catch it from behind. He beats Balia instead, so that's just going to be a dunk for Maryland. Yep, Morgan again.
The wraparound dunk.
That makes it 15-4 in Maryland's favor. And Maryland has dominated this game start to finish, but they've actually extended the lead even more in Snitch on pitch. When Zane Bailey is on the field, Tech can't even really get on their offense. They're just stymied trying to get across half court. They get stuck forcing tough passes. They get blocked. They get beat. The ball gets turned over. Maryland gets an easy goal.
Virginia Tech with a mean solo look there. She broke the contact and got onto his back.
And it looks like Tech is trying to suicide. You think that's the right move at this point, Champo? End of the day, end of the game, day 1. It's been a long day, and you got to get ready for a bracket play. Is it time to just try to end this?
I think it is, and it also depends on their. I think she's got the tail. Nope.
I think she is still just trying to box him out.
But I think it also comes down to their record. Is this going to be their only loss in the day? If so, take the points, go home, get ready.
The ball's been turned back over to Maryland. John Sheridan walking up slowly. No need to rush her.
If they need Maryland in the first game of brackets,
no, they've
got to sit there.
They should be the 2 seed coming out of this pool. Sheridan got a bunch of bodies on him. Found Sindahl behind the hoops. Mike Sindahl with the little flick shot from about 4 yards out takes it in. And that'll make it 16-4. Maryland just in complete control of this game.
With the catch.
And that's the catch by number 66. Caleb McConnell. Should be a quick conferral between the head ref and the errors, but I think that catch is going to be good. If so, the final score will be 190-40. A dominant win by Maryland, and a bit of a statement against the Virginia Tech team that was thought of as one of the better college teams in the region. But it looks like, again, Maryland's only real competition is going to be a University of Virginia waiting for them in the finals tomorrow. Catch is good. 190-40, our final score. And don't let this game undersell you on Virginia Tech, who played very well today, but not a lot of teams can hang with Maryland in this region.
Justin, do you have words about the snitch catch there?
It was supposed to be a banger.
He said it should have been the banger. But Drew Davidoff is saying JMU UNC is on pitch 3. That actually helps me a lot because I had no idea where that is. But I will be live streaming it. Ian, Oregon is relevant right now, and don't be mean to me. But that's the end of this game. final score was 40 Virginia Tech, 160 Maryland. We're going to jump on over all the way to pitch 3 if David is correct, and we'll get you the JMU UNC game. Until then, see you later.